Hello everyone, this is Juniorfan, and today I'm out here to make yet another commentary. This time it's on Shadow the Ultimate 777, aka Foxtrot Delta Lima 297. Now, he did a commentary on the Irate Gamer, and before I begin to actually start this commentary, I'm not going to go ahead and make the same accusations that a couple other commentators claim, saying, oh, he's beating a dead horse, he's old news, yada yada yada, all that happy horse shit. Because for one thing, DLA Abaku, aka the guy who does the I Can't Believe It's Not AVGN series, actually does text commentaries on the Irate Gamer, and besides, me and T4 actually went ahead and did a commentary on the Irate Gamer's Kirby's Epic Yarn review, I'd say about a year and a half ago, somewhere along that line. But no, this commentary has enough problems as it is, and for a guy who started out being basically a mediocre commentator, he basically downgraded himself a lot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this shit started. So I'm guessing this is what Dirty Harry's actual dying victims see before they keel over after getting pelted by a 44 Magnum pistol, correct? This dark void with red and orange text, which you could barely see the fucking text. And really, overly cliche, Season 1, Episode 10, really? I didn't realize I'm watching a commentary that's equivalent to Jersey Shore or The Bachelorette when it comes to quality. Ugh.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Shadow Commentaries. This is Season 1, Episode 10. In today's episode, I am going to be critically analysing the Irate Gamer's review of Silver Surfer.
Now, keep this as a mental note here, folks, that he's going to, quote-unquote, critically analyze the Irate Gamer's review of Silver Surfer. Yeah, karma is going to go ahead and bite him in the ass here later in this commentary.
Which was requested over Facebook. And I can tell you, this review is really bad.
I've probably seen much worse.
Hi out there. Thank you for joining us. Today on the Video Game Show, we're going to be reviewing the Batman game. And we'll see you there after this intro.
Oh, good God. No! No! Do not show that clip again! It'll haunt my fucking dreams!
So, let's dive right in, grab the scalpel and cut this video right open.
I didn't know it was a fucking biology class.
Yeah, I'm going to skip the first minute and 21 seconds of this because this does not contribute anything to the video whatsoever.
Yeah, I could say the same thing for your pointless commentary there too, buddy.
Alright gamers, today we're going to be checking out Silver Surfer for the NES. Now I know this game has been reviewed before, but my intent is to make it all the way to the end. Now if anybody out there has a problem with that, I suggest you just click over to another channel.
That would be a pretty smart idea if you're going to say something like that.
Right back at you, buddy. Let me see what else is on besides this pointless and really shitty commentary.
You think they will ever find it?
Oh man, it's that commercial! I thought at first it was fake, and I thought it was also a Saturday Night Live skit. Oh man, this commercial is so poorly implemented and so poorly edited, man. Damn, it's so cheap.
Just don't get it.
Hey, what the hell you think you're doing? Turn that back!
Aww, that actually looked way more entertaining than this.
Aww, you sound like a whiny little Australian cunt with forced acting. That sounds unnatural.
Whew, alright, that's better. Alright, well the game starts off by Galactus telling Silver Surfer that he needs his help defending the universe from a huge threat. And once arriving at the startup screen, we get to choose from 5 different areas. You know, this stage selection screen kind of reminds me of Mega Man. You've got your Water World, Space World, and Ghost World? Wait a minute, this is exactly like Mega Man! You Mega Man ripoff!
Oh, that is so fucking funny. Aha, 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 aha.
So wait, you could not refute the irate gamer's point in claiming that Silver Surfer is an exact ripoff of Mega Man, even though he was trying to be comical when it comes to the select screen for both games. You could not refute the point by showing at least both the gameplay footage of Mega Man and Silver Surfer and claiming them that they're not the exact same game. You couldn't explain that one is basically a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up platforming action game while the other one's basically a vertical and horizontal shooter. You could not explain that in Silver Surfer, after you defeat a boss, that you don't gain the boss's ability. You could not refute the same goddamn points. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to facepalm and face desk at your lack of effort there, son. What the hell am I saying? This commentary has no fucking effort.
Alright, well if we're gonna have to pick one, let's just go ahead and pick this Bret Hart stage. So in this side-scrolling adventure, let's try this again. So in this side-scrolling adventure, your mission is to reach the end and... Gosh damn it! Now in this side-scrolling adventure,
I really would have to wonder if you're actually trying to play the game.
And thanks for just pointing out what everybody has been talking about in their irate gamer commentaries since 2008 or 2009, Captain Obvious. And for the record, I am wondering if you're actually trying to slow down your speech speed to go ahead and sound like a douchebag that wants to get hit in the privates.
And the game is over? No save feature? One hit and you're dead?
That was kind of funny.
What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
From the very first second, these stages will be out to kill you in every way possible. Now some games require a bit of memorization just to pass through them, but this game pretty much grabs your spine and pulls it right out your asshole. Now just how the hell am I supposed to get past this? Good God, was there anything harder than this game? Couldn't they have at least given us a health meter, power mushrooms, something?
This isn't Mario.
Hey, who wants to go ahead and do a nice little drinking game with me? I have my beverage of choice, and mine is a cold, hard monster. Anytime that Shell the Ultimate goes ahead and points out the obvious, or his sarcasm fails to actually humor me, or you, then go ahead and take a drink. And, for the record, the irate gamer mentions the power-ups after you made your pointless autoduct argument towards what he said.
A bitch. Now thankfully this game has a lot of checkpoints throughout the level, but good fucking luck reaching them. When trying to deal with shit like this, where the game gives you the space as big as your ass crack to pass through. Ugh. God, this game sucks, it blows, and it's a piece of shit!
Good timing on calling it a piece of shit. And also, didn't that sound kind of like something the angry video game nerd would say?
No, I don't know what phrase the angry video game nerd would have said in his Silver Surfer review compared to Chris Bohr's Silver Surfer review. No, I don't know what your point is in this whole entire friggin' argument. Your editing skills in this commentary are so lazy. You make a woman who depends on welfare and her older children to support her, you make her look like she ran a 20-hour marathon. Your points in this commentary are about as broad as, say, a Tasmanian devil in an inaudible state, babbling and slobbering in a grotesque and Neanderthal manner. Your points in this commentary are absolutely vague and fucking weak.
Okay, well, maybe we can just pause the game and chart a path to victory. Well, we'll navigate around this bullet, around this, around that, and head this way to free ourselves for the next line of attack. Well, here goes nothing. Ah!
Oh, hardy ha! I almost pissed myself laughing.
Take a drink.
Well, time to break out the NES Advantage. This oversized controller thankfully has turbo buttons and a slow button that will help slow things down a bit.
That's gonna help.
Take a drink! God damn it.
Now this might sound like a good idea on paper, and probably would get a little bit further than you would normally. But good luck from here on out, because the only thing you'll be doing is watching your ass getting kicked in slow motion.
That's not funny, and by the way, he slowed down the gameplay footage with his video editing software, people.
Take a drink. And I guess you don't realize that the irate gamer is playing with the NES Advantage, which means if you try to speed up the control scheme of the character, that it slows down the game, right? Because the NES could do so much for what it's capable of doing. And also, for the record, quit being so goddamn repetitive when it comes to your point, saying, oh, it's not funny. We get it. You don't like the irate gamer and his humor. My god, this feels like deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. Alright, shut the hell up for Christ's sakes!
And if you think the controls in this game are any better, guess again. Because once you start finding power-ups to add to your arsenal, it becomes another complicated mess just to use them. Now the A button will fire your standard weapon.
I got 22 seconds before I get to see another irrelevant Foxtrot moment. Let me go ahead and say this to fill in the space that Foxtrot could have said something or could have put a media clip or something. Hi, Mom!
Who the hell designed this shit? Pablo Picasso? Why, yes. Fuck off! You know nothing of my book!
That was for the irate gamer? Really? I'm kinda shocked because I thought that was for you, Foxtrot, because that's how they feel about your commentary so far.
Ah, but what the hell does it even matter anyway? Since you probably won't be alive long enough to even use it. Gosh damn it, I want to see the rest of this game! Don't you?
I would too, if only you could actually play it.
Take a drink! Repetition, thy name is title card 777.
Well, I hate to do this, but time to break out the game genie.
Oh!
Knowing he's going to go ahead and actually make a huge tirade about the irate gamer using the game genie like he normally does in his game reviews, we're gonna go ahead and actually skip this shit because I don't want to hear him whine like a friggin' 8-year-old.
Alright, Genie, come out of there!
Wah! You've released the almighty game genie.
Oh, using an actual genie? Oh, what genius! Not!
Take a drink! I sound like I'm orgasming in my mouth. And also, you, my fine friend, fail at the Wayne's World joke.
Hey, you look a little different from last time.
Well, being locked away in that thing for a while will do that to you. Plus, if Doctor Who can do it, I can do it too. Alrighty, so, how may I serve you?
Oh, great. Well, I need him for
Oh yeah, by the way, has anyone noticed that Chris seems to play every character in his videos?
No, I do not want to take another sip of that monster, even though it tastes good. I think I've had enough monster for right now, because I'm going to be bouncing off the walls the next night. I do not want another sip of that monster. Oh, God, no. No. Alright, I'll do it. I promised to Ben, I promised to keep my end of the bargain. God damn it. Shit! And also, I didn't realize that was the irate gamer. I thought that was the irate gamer's evil twin brother who basically shaved off his mustache and his goatee so he can go ahead and steal Chris's identity for his YouTube partnership. Ugh, God damn it, Shadow the Ultimate, give me a fucking break! You can tell that I'm getting tired of watching this commentary.
Not me, jackass, the game.
Oh.
Oh boy. Yeah, now we're talking untouchable. Now each level in this game is split up into 3 sections. 2 full-size levels, and a third that contains the stage boss. The bad news here is that it takes 1 billion shots just to kill him. And the good news? Well, there's no good news. This is a Silver Surfer game, jackass.
Oh.
This is a game.
You know, instead of you groaning like a little kid who ate too much goddamn ice cream on his birthday, or whatever the case may be, you could have refuted Chris's points once again when it comes to the boss battles, claiming that the power-ups, if you have the actual power-ups that'll make the battle quicker, I mean, it's common sense, jackass.
Where you can still lose even after beating the staged boss. Oh, you flip my shit.
You know, that picture of Silver Surfer moping expresses just how I feel about this review.
What emotion? You barely emoted through this commentary. In fact, that title card as your avatar definitely expresses your persona in this commentary. It's inanimate and unlively. So, in other words, the Silver Surfer moping in the background should be how the audience feels after watching the beginning of your really poor excuse of an embarrassment that is known as, well, a commentary.
So after you successfully defeat a stage boss, we get a device piece, and the Silver Surfer celebrates. Well, don't party too hard there.
Hannah Montana is funnier than this.
Yeah, and the irate gamer is funnier than you because he actually puts a lot more effort into his comedy style. So again, what is your point there, schmuck?
Silverman, we got 4 more of these stupid hard-as-shit levels to beat. And even with a Game Genie helping you, you'll be subjected to a countless barrage of death after death after death after death after death before finally reaching all these stage bosses.
Ha ha, you can't beat Silver Surfer even when using Game Genie. Na 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 na.
You know, Foxtrot, knowing that you about broke my tolerance for you in this commentary, and knowing that you pretty much exposed your 8-year-old self through that joke, and you sounded more like an annoying pissant than anything else, we're gonna fast forward this shit!
And that is the end. Well, all in all, this was a rubbish review. He didn't really go into much detail in this, because most of it was just whinging about how difficult it was, and he went into absolutely no detail about the story, characters, design, etc.
Remember what he said about critically analyzing the irate gamer's review of Silver Surfer?
Critically analyzing the irate gamer's review of Silver Surfer.
This definitely proves his contradictory, because he said that the irate gamer's review wasn't detailed enough, or did not have enough details, while his actual commentary, of course, didn't have that much detail either. So again, to Shadow the Ultimate, unless you actually do your part, I would just shut your fucking mouth before I actually state another claim.
If I wanted a proper Silver Surfer review, I'll stick to the Angry Video Game Nerds review. And thus we come to the conclusion of Shadow Commentaries Season 1 Episode 10. If you liked it, please click subscribe and become a fan by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter at Formspring and Instagram.
Yeah, I wonder what else would happen. Probably disable the ratings and comments like you usually do on your channel. Yeah, that'll work right there, buddy. And I'm pretty sure whoring yourself out to other people with your piss-poor commentaries is definitely the way to go. So, in conclusion, there's really nothing to say about this commentary that's already been said. This commentary is an abysmal pile of shit that is basically an embarrassment to fucking society. And I don't want any of y'all to actually deal with the pain that I had to deal with dissecting and decomposing this pile of crap. As for the irate gamer's review of Silver Surfer, I will say that it was terrible. He could have gone into much more detail about the game and how much it sucked and how the graphics are indistinguishable between what is foreground and what is background and what can kill you and what cannot kill you and all that sort of stuff. So yes, I will say that the irate gamer's review in comparison to the AVGN or Aqualung's reviews and walkthroughs of Silver Surfer doesn't even hold a friggin' candle to their reviews. This video does not deserve my introduction. Over the past half a decade I have spent onto YouTube watching game reviews, this is by far the worst fucking game review I have ever seen onto this site. This jerk-off by the name of RM Brett decides to go ahead and actually make a Batman Arkham City review for the PS3. The only redeeming factor about this said review is how short it is. It's a little over 3 minutes. Now, with that being said, you will see why he is indeed the worst reviewer onto YouTube and why this is considered the worst review I have seen ever, which I'm kind of surprised that I hadn't stabbed my fucking retinas out with ballpoint friggin' pens. Now, let's get this shit started.
Hi out there. Thank you for joining us today on the Video Game Show.
Oh great, I know what I'm gonna be dealing with now. Some guy that has a severe mental disorder or severe autism, and I'm gonna have to deal with the stupidity of this fucking jerk-off, am I correct? Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and the amount of hatred that I'm gonna get by some assholes who wanna claim, oh, you shouldn't be bashing on him, he has severe autism. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the amount of hatred I'm gonna get for this commentary.
We're going to be reviewing the Batman game. And we'll see you there after this intro.
Can you please lower the volume there, schmuck, with your camera? I'm becoming deaf of how loud this review is. Now, I understand that in introduction, there's really nothing to say about the introduction. It's just, well, introducing the video. And I understand that the intro is supposed to go ahead and capture the person's personality when it comes to introducing a video or a show or a movie or whatever. But I mean, come on now, really? Fur Elise, Beethoven music in this introduction? Are you shitting me? And not to mention for the fact that it's a black screen with red text. Looks pretty fucking generic if you ask me. I mean, for a video game introduction, I would expect either video game music or footage or pictures of certain video games. That's what I would expect for a video game review introduction. But no, we just see something that looks as generic as the day is long. I'm sorry, but am I watching a game review or am I watching Masterpiece Theater? Hello and welcome to Masterpiece Theater. I am your host, Alistair Cook, and tonight we are going to do a recreation of John Steinbeck's wonderful novel entitled Of Mice and Men that involves George Milton and his mentally retarded compadre, yet rabbit-obsessed friend, Lenny Small, and how they learned to actually adapt in California during the Great Depression of the 1930s. Knowing how unfitting the original introduction music was for this intro, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Batman Arkham City main theme on top of the Beethoven music.
We're going to be talking about the new Batman game. Basically, the gameplay teeth.
The gameplay is teeth? Really, the gameplay is teeth. You mean T for teen, don't you? Well, knowing that this fucker is not gonna go ahead and enunciate his words, I'm gonna go ahead and do my best ghost impersonation. Spit it out, boy! Spit it out!
If you have 3D TV compatible game, basically the game is one player. If you have dual stop free control, you can use that.
And this is the first of the major flaws that this review has to offer. If you're gonna go ahead and actually show off the game through your camera, oh gee, I don't know, put the fucking game down where people can go ahead and actually see what the game looks like through the packaging and see what it looks like via the label. Not everybody goes to IGN or GameSpot. And speaking of putting the game down and showcasing it for your audience, it was a questionable decision on your part to go ahead and read what the game has to offer. If you're a proper game reviewer and you're making a proper review, then you should know just by reading the package of what the game has to offer, whether it be one player or multiple players that can go ahead and play the game at once without any online support, whether or not the game has the ability to go ahead and be played in a 3D television in 3D, so on and so forth.
But helping out, basically one disc.
No, really? One disc only for a PS3 game with Blu-ray technology? I did not realize that. Oh, herpity derp derp herp herp herp. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
This instruction book, but not really a lot of information from them. Okay, I'll tell you what the game's about. Basically, you play Batman.
And here's yet another major flaw of this game review. Okay, he's talking about the gameplay footage of Batman Arkham City. And yet at the same time, I still see his camera pointing at the packaging of the PS3 version of Batman Arkham City. Okay, I see no still images of Batman Arkham City. I see no footage being taken of Batman Arkham City, whether it be via a DVD recorder, or a Dazzle, or a Game Bridge, or hell, even footage that was taken off of his camera, or footage that was taken from IGN, GameSpot, or GameFAQs, or any video game related website. Now, granted that this guy in his later reviews actually does show off the games via his camera, that he went ahead and recorded the gameplay footage through his television, but still, this is fucking pathetic! This is a fucking joke! This is coming from some guy who is 34 years old and looks to be the next Bosley patient, and he doesn't fucking realize that, oh, I need to show gameplay footage for my audience to see what the game actually looks like. That way they got a general synopsis of knowing what the game looks like, knowing what the gameplay is supposed to represent, everything that I mentioned. Is this guy fucking for real? Jesus H. motherfucking Joseph on a pogo stick!
Obviously, because Batman game. Basically, when you first start playing off, he's in a mental hospital, basically, and then he escapes. Someone delivers a bat suit to him. So then he's basically going around, like, the city looking for bad guys to fight and all that. And he has to solve puzzles. That's basically what the game is. Fighting bad guys, free roaming the city, and solving puzzles. That's basically what the game's about. Now, I'm not going to tell you more, but I'll tell you this again. The game is T, just in case you didn't hear it.
Really? So, in this vague and very quick explanation that I heard about the gameplay, which feels more like a generalization, barely, of how Batman Arkham City works, the only things that you could possibly think of, dipshit, is the fact that you're fighting bad guys, and that it's free roaming. And that's all you had to fucking explain about this goddamn game? You inept stupid mother! Now, I'm not going to go into great detail of how much of an epic fail it is for him to not explain thoroughly about the gameplay, but let me just say that Batman Arkham City. I haven't played Batman Arkham City, but from what I've seen of gameplay footage, it's almost identical to the prequel Batman Arkham Asylum. From what I heard, it has the same stealth motion gameplay, the same melee combat gameplay. The puzzles I heard have been differentiated just a little bit, and the downloadable content and the map screens and everything else about Arkham City, it's much more broader and widespread and, in general, larger. Oh, and let's not forget about the fact that he forgot the basics of the game, the controls, how they work, whether they're good, bad, stiff, slippery, takes some time getting used to. Of course, he forgets to mention the gameplay thoroughly. He forgets to also mention the online service for PSN Network through Batman Arkham City. He forgets to mention about the downloadable content, what you can do online for PSN Network, see how the online service fares on PSN Network when it comes to playing Batman Arkham City against other players, and last but not least, the sound and the graphics. So, you are going to show the images of that game that you just reviewed, and you didn't even show them when you were talking about the friggin' gameplay? I need a pillow. I need a pillow now. Shit. I'm still gonna soldier on. I am still gonna soldier on. I'm gonna skip this useless slideshow to where I actually see the end of his review and where he concludes. Oh, Jesus Christ, I feel so goddamn ill.
I found the game a lot of fun, but it is far from being perfect. I also found the game a lot dark and creepy.
First of all, it's creepy. Creepy! Not keepy. Jesus Christ, you can't enunciate worth a damn. And second of all, what do you expect when it comes to Batman? With a certain exception. Because the Batman franchise, oh gee, I don't know, is supposed to be creepy, especially for the fact that we're talking about Arkham City, and that we have the main writer of the Batman the Animated Series, Paul Dini. We got the voice actor for Batman from the same series, Kevin Conroy, and of course Mark Hamill as the Joker. And knowing that we are talking about one of the darkest series for the Batman franchise, of course it's going to be creepy.
But it's far from being perfect, so I basically give this game 4 out of 5 stars. I think it's an okay game.
So wait, a 4 out of 5 stars? Is that supposed to be an okay rating? What kind of inconsistent bullshit is this? Seriously though, man, this is what I would expect for an okay rating. Usually that or that. Usually with something with 4 stars, it's at least a good rating. Okay? I don't normally make a huge bitch fit about this, but my god, I'd much rather watch the Italian Batman porno where Batman goes ahead and sticks his bat gun right up Robin's clogged up pooper. That's what I'd much rather watch. I'd much rather watch Jacob Lyra's 17-minute shitty 3-in-1 game review, which is nothing more than a friggin' tangent fest, than watch another fucking second of the shit storm that is known as a fucking review. And pretty much the end of the review is here. He pretty much goes ahead and puts the same Beethoven Für Elise music for the third time in this review, which, by the way, is a definite lack of effort on his part. Like, this whole review was a lack of effort, and of course you see his shitty drawing that he made. So, what else is there left to say about this review? Nothing. This review is an embarrassment to anybody who has been on YouTube that has reviewed games. And I, for one, am one of those people who used to review games. And I am fucking embarrassed. I am embarrassed and I am ashamed to be associated with fucking scumbags like this that exist on the face of this earth. This review has about as much appeal as, say, a friggin' venereal disease. This review almost convinced me to do this. If I have to see another one of RM Brett's game reviews, I am seriously going to go ahead and drown myself with friggin' alcohol and hope to pray to God that I die of alcohol poisoning. To anybody who hasn't seen RM Brett's game reviews, outside the one that I went ahead and did a commentary on, let me go ahead and make this perfectly clear from an old game reviewer that inspired me to make these commentary videos. Avoid it like the plague, or suffer unholy wrath upon thyself.
Hi guys, it's Jake.
Hi, Jake. You sound like a pedophile. And you have your camera pointed at the television, which I know you're going to make a shit-tastic review, aren't you? But in all seriousness though, folks, this is indeed the worst review I have ever seen onto YouTube, and it doesn't even deserve an introduction on how I explain about the kid and whatnot. And really though, it just doesn't need an explanation. I'll explain a little bit later once we get onto the commentary of how bad this friggin' review is. Trust me, it's that horrible.
I'm going to show you guys gameplay to a horrible game which I don't want to play right now. Power Rangers Zero Battle Racer.
Oh, you're gonna review Power Ranger Battle Racer? Oh, yeah! And keep this in mind, folks, that I'm going to be making fun of this kid a lot. Because I'm afraid that if I went ahead and said the same points over and over again about this kid, that I'm going to be repeating myself. Also, yes, I'm using Quickman, an icon I haven't used in a long time, and he's my favorite robot master of the Mega Man Classic series.
And you know how I had to make you guys get zoomed into the TV screen? I had to put almost like 45 freaking Dr. Seuss books on a table.
How about you actually say 45 books instead of 45 Dr. Seuss books, and you're basically 14 and you're telling people that you're reading Dr. Seuss. Wow, dude, grow the fuck up and quit reading Dr. Seuss. I thought people who were 14 grew out of that shit whenever they were 7 or 8. Jesus Christ.
Wow, really? I had to, because it was too short. So, the only good part I like about it is the theme song.
If you hate this game and you consider the only good part about it is the theme song, then why the hell do you sound overly happy like you just took a whiff of friggin' cocaine before you did this review? I understand it's an insert drug joke, but really, dude, you sound like you took friggin' crack before doing this friggin' review.
Because the theme song is kick-ass. Okay, so we got Bandai logo.
I didn't know.
And then we get the awesome logo.
Wow, unreal.
See? So, we're gonna go to battle. The fuck? Oh, never mind. Race. We're gonna pick a main character. I'm gonna pick Tommy, which I don't know who it is in the Japanese Power Ranger series.
If you don't know who he is in the Japanese Power Ranger series, then why the hell did you bring him up in the first place, dipshit?
Now look, pause for a sec. For one, this is gonna look like a Mario Kart ripoff. Super Mario Kart was way better than this shit.
Can you please explain or elaborate on how it's a Mario Kart ripoff?
And I'm gonna swear a lot. I mean, look at it. It's pretty bad. I mean, when you go super fast, you can't even... See? That's what I mean. You just crash everywhere. You know what? People see that Beavis and Butthead on the Super Nintendo is pretty bad. I mean...
So, you're comparing a Mode 7 SNES racing game to an action platforming game where there's missions involved. Okay, really bad comparison on your part right there, champ.
For starters, it's hard, but look, actually, I like Beavis and Butthead more in this game because Beavis and Butthead is a pretty kick-ass game for a Super Nintendo game, but you know what? How about instead of reviewing this piece of shit, let's review Beavis and Butthead?
Please don't tell me he's gonna swap between one game to another. He didn't even explain about the graphics, the gameplay, the controls, the music, and the sound. The 5 essentials of what makes or breaks games when it comes to doing game reviews.
Fuck, where is my game? How about we review Beavis and Butthead because I can't fucking take it. With this mediocre game.
God fucking damn it! Why did he not review properly for that specific racing game? Why did he have to swap between one game to another? Why did he not even edit out what he was doing? Jesus Christ, I thought Vib113 was bad when it comes to his video game reviews. This kid is much, much worse. And besides that, he couldn't even edit out between swapping between one game to another. Oh, that's official. Time to use the derp buzzard. Derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp derpity derp 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 derp.
Is this gonna work or not? Work! God damn it.
Yeah, that's right, Jacob. Just don't edit that portion out where you blow on the friggin' Super Nintendo cartridge while we get to see your fat fucking ass. That's right. Just don't edit it out. I'm pretty sure the crowd and the audience wants to see that going on with this game review.
Finally. Now, I know it can be a little freaking messed up, but who cares? Now, I like about this game is that this game is awesome. Okay. I like the music medium. You know the best part?
Now, keep this in mind that this review is indeed the worst review of this collaboration that he made. Seriously though, he doesn't even explain about the game as far as the graphics, the music. Well, he explained briefly about the music, the gameplay, the controls, the sound. He doesn't explain any of that. In fact, he'll go onto a tangent talking about a lot of random shit, but the game will not be one of them. So, I'm not going to be talking for the next minute and 30 seconds. I just want you to experience just how awful this friggin' game review is, and then we'll fast forward it. It's not even considered a game review. It's just a really crippled Let's Play, and I can't even say that it's indeed a Let's Play. I can't believe I'm that nice about saying a friggin' video of this god-awful caliber that I called it a friggin' Let's Play. Oh, dear God. So, here we go. The torture fest that is the Beavis and Butthead review.
The music in this is pretty cool. We get Street Highland High Hospital. Now, we're gonna play this piece as the hardest level next to the Guara concert level. I know what I'm doing. Oh shit. No, the thing I don't like about it is that, well, you beat dogs up and dodge snakes. One reason. Now I've heard that the Sega Genesis was a lot easier to play. Now when you're in the fish tank, you must dodge everything and hit like at random times. See, that's funny. He's like, ah! And I'm a big fan of Beavis and Butthead, but the thing I don't want to wait is for new Beavis and Butthead. We gotta wait till the freaking summer to see more Beavis and Butthead go on MTV. Which, the bad part is that if I miss the first airing, the Viacom's gonna start bitching again. I know, I can complain a lot all I want and get dissed, but I don't care what I think. Because A, I have my own special opinions. I know, when I was started at first, I wasn't much of a good user, but look at me now. I mean, I'm a lot nicer than like all the users on YouTube, and I respect their opinions. And see, Papa's and pizza, wow, for like special things, but
Now, this dude went from talking about the game Beavis and Butthead on the Super Nintendo to the franchise, and then he went ahead and talked about random bullshit, which doesn't even concern about the fucking game! Seriously though, dude, you're not going to explain a little bit about the graphics, or the sound effects, or the gameplay, or hell, even the controls? This is like almost 2 minutes into your fucking god-awful review, and you couldn't even explain anything about that. Well, you know what? Knowing the rest of this friggin' game review is like this shit, we're going to fast-forward this horse shit!
okay. You know what? I don't know what to do for the last part of the video, but we should play some Mario. Some of this. Don't stop, Jacob.
Should I even repeat myself on telling Jacob that he should edit out his footage and really it would be better interest for their audience instead of seeing him just blow on his friggin' cartridge and turning on his Super Nintendo?
Don't see that coin. Here we go.
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Now this is Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World.
I didn't know.
This isn't the one that came out on the Wii like months ago or something, but...
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
This is the one that never came out in America. It's about how hard it was. I sold my copy of that game because it was a fucked up edition of mine.
So, after countless hours of trying to search for that perfect game, Jacob searched for Super Mario Brothers on the multi-cart of Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World. Also, I love the fact that you don't even talk about Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Doki Doki version, and Super Mario World, when you're not even going to talk about those other 3 games that I talked about in the multi-cart now, are you?
Let's play some World 4 because I'm stupid. And I'm bored. Alright, this is my file. Oh, that's right. Ah!
Wah, 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 wah.
I haven't played this in forever.
Then why are you reviewing it?
Now, I had Pokepark for Christmas. I got it. It took me less than a week to beat that game because of how good it was. People said that was mediocre. Or like bad. Oh shit, but it was in part of the Pikachu Adventure series. There were 3 games in total.
Still going on a tangent, I see, and really not talking about the game, huh?
And I have all 3 editions of the Pikachu game. The first one was Pokemon's Pay Pikachu, which was only released in 2 parts of the Wild World. Damn it.
And that's where I pretty much cross the line because I'm just sick and tired of watching this shitty-ass Let's Play. That's basically what it is. And the fact of the matter is that he really truly sucks at Mario 1. I think I've had about enough of this fucking video. So, in conclusion, let me go ahead and sum up the rest of this commentary on how I felt by not falling asleep from boredom after watching his friggin' crappy-ass Let's Plays. They're not even reviews, like I mentioned several times in this commentary.
I'm alive! This is all a miracle! I'm awake! I'm wide awake!
This is Juniorfan89 or Juniorfan90. OUT!